Уехали. Ну. Так, настройки, которые осталось, слетели, что ли? Да, вроде нет. Нет.
Lumos.
А чё так близко-то, блин? Оп. Что за шкаф такой? Понятно.
Rebellion.
Так, по всем комнатам поширились. А мы где, может, претендуем? Стюарт.
That's just brilliant, Ami. For the right moment. You'd think you could... Ah!
Must
That
be
is not how that...
different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Окно не
Can't see
просвечивается.
too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. It sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
Once my sister sent me a howler simply because I brought one of her scarves to school with me. She never even wears it.
I'm not sure this is the right spot. I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here. Golden gobstones? My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha. Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion? It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making. Actually, Professor Fig told me about Wiggenweld potion. Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic. Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic. Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure. An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it? Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots. Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients? Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect. It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany. Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
This should be interesting. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this?
Someone threw a dung bomb.
Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here, ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside.
You with that new fifth year. Wonder where they're from. Can't imagine starting a new school this year.
Так, стоп.
Revelio.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Добрый день.
Here you are.
Гоняю, гоняю.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Так, ну, ух ты. 1, 2, 3. А, не-не-не, вместе с контроллером будем брать.
The guide will give you
По анальной
opportunities
магии,
to practice your
не знаю.
magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Но есть... По анальной, наверное, Мильдрус преподает. Я не знаю, ты был вчера на стриме? Нет, нас вчера жестко трахали.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Lumos.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can
Revelio.
provide?
Боже мой, как много всего. Так, это чё? А, это спылы выбирать. Ё-моё. Фига. Ладно, это потом посмотрим.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
О, она двигается. Ебать, гифок нагрузили. Погоди, 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 погоди. Нет. Да.
Revelio.
Ща, моментик. Это чтобы эти, как его, можно было спекулировать на предметах. Так. Что там было? Ты что ходишь-то? Змея-паук. Змея-паук. Змея. Оп.
Revelio.
А, ебать. Вот это зачем? Ща. Я просто с боков не увидел. Чуть не пойму. Двадцать один. 13. Что? Тут, наверное, только эти две же, да? Да. И так. Там имеется знак вопроса. Так, давай по-моему, один знак вопроса. Да, она не черная, кстати говоря. Ну, чуть темновато.
Lumos.
Ну ладно, она почти черная. Так, а там как было? 13. Змея. Где 13? А, 13 может раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Сова, паук. Я, кажется, понял. Сова. Сова и... Раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ща. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. И какой-то... Здесь нету, что ли? Что не пойму. Что это такое? Давай попробуем. Да, вот так. А, там гидру тогда надо. А, стоп, не гидру. А, давай гидру. Я не понимаю, что числа значит, типа... А, погоди-ка.
You've been practicing.
Да-да, погоди, бабуль. Так. 1 это сова. Значит, нам нужен паук и знак вопроса.
Revelio.
Паук. Знак вопроса. Они оба же здесь. Паук. Знак вопроса. И 1.
Potato.
У меня что-то еще есть, кстати. Инвентарь. А, вот она же здесь все. Надо посмотреть, что вообще есть. Левиоса, Глациус. Акция. Сколько всяких заклинаний. Это боевые какие-то. Эванеско, что это? Нет. Перья. О, это... Крутится. Авада Кедавра. Ебать. Красотища. Что? Пара. Один. 13, 21. Ну это же, наверное, можно сделать прямо сейчас. Типа, вряд ли мне что-то для этого. Один паук. Почему 13-21? Ладно, потом, может, нам объяснят как-нибудь. Стоп, погоди. Что? Паук вроде 9. А, ебать ты гений. 1. Раз, два, три, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Это паук. И паука 2 это единорога. Нам надо здесь найти, наверное. Давай единорога. Эй. Бля, я думал, здесь что-то сложнее. Нет. Ну, 1 плюс паук 9, 10, единорог, это 2. Аж. В первое уравнение добавить 3. Почему 3? 3 это вот эта штука. А она только там. А, ебать. Все, я тебя понял. Это мне нужно сову и единорога. Все, понятно. Сова и единорог. Не та сова? Не тот единорог? А третьим символом... А, ебать. я понял. Вот эта штучка, это, короче, нужно... все, я врубился. Вот этого сюда. И 13 гидра, которая вон та, 4, 17, 21 минус 17 это 4. А 4 это змея, вот эта трехголовая. Все. Давай, отправляйся. Да что, блядь, нет. Уроды. Я посчитал неправильно. 4 плюс 13 это 17, минус 21 это опять 4. Я эти же 4 добавил. Вон они. А в первую 3 это крыса вот эта вот. Все так. Открывай давай.
Revelio. Lumos.
Да погоди. Еще раз. Чтобы получилось 13. 1 плюс 9. Нужно добавить 3. 3 это вот эта штука. Она у нас там... Вон она. Это есть. 13 плюс 8. 13. Погоди. Ну да, все правильно. Под третьим символом вот эта вот штука. Он тут один такой. И вот он здесь. Ну что-то да. Ну, если это сложение, типа. Разве что справа налево. И тогда вот это 2. Это 3, и мне нужно 10. И мне нужно сову там выбрать. Так. Сова. Либо один перевернутый, видишь, он получается... Ладно, дальше в обратном попробую. А тут в обратном получается 13 плюс 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. И 1 это будет вот эта гидра. Ну, да сука. Может, одна типа в правильном порядке, а другая в обратном. Ща. Тогда это вот здесь так остается. Let me in. Let me in. Не понимаю. Но если это в обратном, то тогда здесь не змея, а ящерица. Есть ящерица? Ой, там нет тут ящерицы, блядь. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ну да, ящерица должна быть, по идее. Стоп. Тогда это же 3, 7. Единичка мне опять вот эту штуку нужна. Бля, эта игра точно, для детей, типа. Что за хуйня? Ой, блин. Так, ебать. Пусти, сука. Съебище. Так. Ладно, если это не... Ну, это либо вычитание...
You've been practicing.
Да, идем. Ща. Но вот эти знаки вопроса, это точно типа, что вот это вот к той относится, а вот эта штука вот к этой.
Revelio.
Непонятно только, как это считается, то есть... Так, а у нас там же крысы это, да. Уж какая-нибудь подсказка есть, я не знаю. Не хватает 8. Если это 4, то точно, ну, это получается оно либо не 4. Если не 4, то 7. А если не 4, не 7. Что, птица на ветке и хэдкраб? Почему хэдкраб? Давай попробую. А схуяли, погоди, я не понимаю. Что? Я не понял. Птица на ветке. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Не, верни, сука, загадку тогда. Почему так-то? Или там... Погоди, а хэдкраб где? Вверху справа. Я думал, может, ну, типа, углы указывают. Не понял, как ты понял, ну ладно.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Так, ну Олдмен 14.
And here we are.
Походу.
Quite the time saver.
Требует
These stairs
немедленных
lead
объяснений.
directly to
Как
Central
вы это
Hall.
сделали? Так.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He
Да, мы
did,
тут
Professor.
загадки решаем.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Непонятно,
Well,
зачем
I'm just
рамка
glad
была
you both
нарисована.
arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat.
Не,
I need to get to
вообще
class
сложно
myself.
сказать, кто это.
Might
То
I
есть,
rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Как будто бы хуй поймешь, кто.
Good luck today. And remember to
Не
use
говорили,
your
кто
field
по имени.
guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Бля. Ну давай, прости.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring
Замдека лупа.
ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Так, много сразу всего накидывает на самом деле. Ой, ебать, это что, Most Wanted? Блять, сундуки с сокровищами, страницы руководства, статуэтки Деми Маски. Что Деми Маска? Ой, ладно. Все, отпустите меня, пожалуйста.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Опа.
Revelio.
Ладно, похуй, потом найдем подсказку. Скурим.
The people I feel sorry for are the ones who don't receive any owls.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Блин, круто сделали вообще. Мне так нравится. Ты чё тут сидишь? Понял, ладно. А, на мне сюда. А, это слизеринский зал, что ли? Чё? Нет, там что-то... Да, это зелеварение.
People who boast are in.
Закрыто. Фэпс. Открой дверь. А, тут подождать надо. Ебать. Что происходит?
Revelio. How nice to see you, my young friend.
Блин, ну... Походу надо новую видюху заказать. В Хогвартс Легаси играть. Красотища какая, пиздец вообще. Посмотрите только. Да, забей, ну я вижу, что там 2% дропов фреймов. Ну, то есть, я когда между локациями перехожу, мне тоже лагает, пиздец. Ну, то есть, меня конкретно так подфриживает в этот момент. Ну, игра новая, типа, может еще пофиксить что-нибудь, но как будто бы реально софт. Ну, вот тут вообще все заебись, типа, вот на улице, пиздец. Когда кучу всего он подгружает, видимо, ждать. Пизда вам, ложки. Все герои.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Поехали. Оп. Гонка. Чувак. Фри.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Без заклинаний.
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise choice. Now, well done. Now, the basic cast. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Only all your students in this day. I do enjoy life.
Пошел нахуй просто.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Охуерен.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Это еще не моя палочка.
Perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know,
Чувак, у меня все
you
эти
might be a
150
perfect
часов.
fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
мной. О, погнали к ней. Сюда нахуй. Не успел. Ну ладно. Класс заклинаний. Так, это наверх.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Ух ты, а чё все подтянули, что ли? Призраки. Их, кстати, почти не видно на свету. Это, наверное, тоже потом поправят. Как будто бы... Ой, блядь, нет. Бля, я только на заклинание буду ходить теперь.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
All of my siblings have finished.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Как я его боялся.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor
Ты не проходил первого Гарри Поттера? Самый первый, где нужно было еще мышкой обводить эти заклинания. Это он там был, там надо было от него бегать, по-моему. Наролил. Да я наролил уже, да. О, киса. Ну давай еще поглажу.
Revelio.
I used to write to my parents every... Now I
Ой,
can't
там
remember
чё?
the last.
Бля, как интересно, пиздец. Сколько здесь огромное вот этот вот замок. Пиздец. Это чё?
Leviosa.
Да, я умный, блядь.
Revelio.
Так,
What's this one about?
ебать.
Ah!
А это астрономическая башня. Та, про которую нам чел рассказывал, походу. О, кокосики. Бля, уж какая она высокая, пиздец.
Revelio. I've always said that travel broadens the mind. Revelio.
Бля, мои FPS. Эти FPS, суки. Бля, можно вообще на самом деле пробовать вертикалку включить. И выставить 60 кадров, чтобы мне видюха здесь не охуевала. Ну, не перегружалась. Частота кадров 50, не, давай 73 поставим. И вертикалку включу. Может так получше.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Бля, вообще куда тут пиздил, блядь.
Revelio.
Не, вообще у меня картинка намного хуже стала. Чем?
I almost fought an owl in Diagon Alley.
Надо, наверное, соточку выставить все-таки. Хотя... Совушка. Бля, неудивительно, что видюха охуевает. Ну, скорее всего, они просто не... Дальность рендера не... Что происходит? О, ебать, там кто-то на метле катается. Круто, блин. Тоже хочу. Реально, ну, типа, ощущения такие, будто они, типа, вот ты наружу выходишь и начинает рендериться все вообще. То есть у меня сейчас, я смотрю, 30 кадров в секунду. Но это что-то прям гиг мало. При том, что процессор утилизирован всего лишь на 34%, видюха в сотку долбится. Бля, может нахуй вертикалку выключить? Пиздец. Невозможно играть вообще. Так, сглаживание нахуй. Можно поставить фасар. Четкость, потому что, блядь, ручку взял, как теряется. Ну, давай вот так. Фасар. Тип масштабирования. Вертикалку нахуй. Это все выключено. Бля, вот чистить похуй. Дистанция обзора тут я средний поставлю, наверное, Unreal. Применить. Сейчас посмотрим. Все равно, блядь, 30 кадров, пизда. Хоть игру перезапускаю. Но мне нужно просто сцену сменить, потому что мы сейчас в Open World, считай, бегаем. 46, 50. Пиздец. А как играть? Может быть, нужно перезапускать, когда эти штуки включаешь. О, да. Нужно было, короче, просто свернуть, развернуть. Ну, чтобы сцена упала, да. Опять подходим. Хорошо, что окна закрыты. Может быть, это и неплохо. Так, еще небольшой перерыв сделаем.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charm. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, excellent. Not to worry. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Splendid! Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this? Phew.
Excellent control there.
Let us see this. That is how it's done. You are not making this easy for me. are you?
Легко.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. There we go.
Так, а мне сейчас...
Let us see this. Phew.
Пизда, нужен рестарт,
Not to
мужик.
worry.
Watch this.
Very good. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Точно, нужно, наверное, драйвера на видюху попробовать.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Блядь, do you know the way, блядь?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Until next time.
Я вот, знаете, что? Наверное, ща перезапущу игру. Сохрани.
Humans.
A word, if you would.
So inclined.
You wanted to speak with...
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride.
Of course, Professor.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give... Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ну, давай.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you.
I wondered how your first day was going.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust... Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Так, ну сейчас-то я могу сохраниться. Сохранить игру. Выйти из игры. Потому что мне кажется, что драйвера нужно обновить для Хогвартса на самом деле. Типа из-за этого такая хуйня с просадками. Скоро вернемся.